Alright guys, quick video for you. People always ask which glow plugs are the best, right? Well, let me tell you something. I did this truck over right here about probably going on 6-7 years ago now. I did the truck over when I bought it. I bought it with a broken engine. It had a bad valve on cylinder 8. I put heads on it. Did it, all stock, except I put these Bosch glow plugs in it, right? Because it was all the rage back then. But these Bosch glow plugs, if you look at them, they just rust off the tip right there. They rust right off. Now, I'm not saying that the AcDelcos don't have their issues. They can rust off just as easily. But in my opinion, these Bosch ones, they can break off even without rust. I've actually had a few that just completely broke off, and I've had issues with the threads. I had a whole box of them where only 2 or 3 would thread into the head, with your fingers on a brand new set of cylinder heads. And I would use the Delco ones and they would thread right in perfect. So I ended up buying 2 boxes of Bosch ones from my local supplier because I have a parts account, because I am a mechanic. And I do like the Bosch design. They're a little taller out of the hole of the head and everything. Obviously, you can see the difference right here. If I could just, hang on. They're fairly the same, but as you can see with them lined up, they seat into the head with these little pieces right here. So I just use a good coating of anti-seize on the threads. Here, maybe I'll try to have a pointing implement. We can be real technical. So these threads, I broke this glow plug loose. It threaded right out. There's no issues there, with the anti-seize, but it's this piece right here that it had just literally fallen right off. I've been having a starting issue, and I tested my batteries, and they tested good, and and I have an actual battery tester at the shop here, and I, test the batteries, tightened my battery terminals, made sure they were all clean. Scraped them, coated them, all that stuff. It started a little bit better, but it still just had a little hiccup starting. And even when it was warm, it just had a tiny little hiccup, which I think was more the battery terminals being a little loose, obviously. But this is a 10mm hex, and this is a 3/8 hex. If you guys ever get tangled up changing these on a truck and you're freaking out trying to figure out what size, the stock AcDelcos are a 3/8 hex. The Bosch Duraterms are a 10mm hex. So you actually need 2 sockets to swap between the 2 glow plugs, so don't cry and go crazy, yell and scream and throw things across the shop over it. So I actually keep a lot of these in stock, believe it or not. I keep tons of them. And the part number for these are a G60, or 60G, sorry, 60G AcDelco. And I like these better than the Bosch. I think even Leroy has been saying it online recently. Go figure, I got a Leroy diesel oil cooler line that John sent me for a customer that still is yet to come. I don't know how much oil he's leaking, but he obviously must be topping it off because he's telling me the truck still runs fine. But anyways, so just wanted to let you guys know that, a little, case in point kind of dealio. If I can grab my light, my tools are a mess right now. Maybe I'll do a tool cart video for you guys and show you what I use to work on junk in this northeastern part of the United States of America. Let's see. So it was that glow plug right there. It was the front passenger side glow plug, and I just happened to look in at it because my rubber is obviously missing from the inside of the wheel well here. And I happened to look in at it, and I noticed that the wire had fallen off, which that one's still connected, and I hope the 2 back there connected. And I just wiggled and waggled the ones on the very left side of the engine, the driver's side. So, where are they? There they are. You can just barely see them down there. There's one. And, so hopefully this helps you guys. I just wanted to let you know. Soon to be a video of the restored truck, hopefully. Maybe I'll film it tonight, I don't know. And, I just hope that it helps you guys, because let me tell you, it was not having a truck that doesn't start great in the morning when you're late for work already. Granted, I have 4 other, 5 other, 6 other trucks I could take. But I just restored this one. I really want to drive it, you know, and always has always, little bugs and this, that, and the other thing. My big giant snap-on toolbox. But hopefully this helps you guys, and I'm going to post this up tonight, and let me know what you guys have had problems with. I know aftermarket glow plugs, except for AcDelcos and Bosch, seem to always be even more terrible than these two, but on my service truck that plows more snow than the rest of them, I end up changing them every other year, I feel like, because they just either rot off or rust up or whatever. But the trucks do not start if they don't have glow plug. At least 6 working glow plugs, they will not start very easily. So I know that for a fact. So hopefully this helps you guys. And you know, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you've had issues with and how many glow plugs you change on a daily basis or on a yearly basis, just to get your truck staying running. And also, I had a customer that had a bad glow plug system on his truck and got stuck. And I used a gas on the rag trick, which I might make a video about if it interests anybody. Because if you have gas on a rag with a diesel and you do it the right way, you can actually get the thing to fire up on the coldest winter day, as long as the thing's got some kind of cranking power behind it. But his truck he'd worn his batteries down. I actually showed up with this truck right here with a gallon of gas and a rag, and he thought I was an idiot and was the stupidest person on earth. And I took his intake off, threw the rag over the turbo, and, you know, with some gas splashed on it, and kicked it over, and it fired up, and he looked at me like I had 7 heads because he couldn't believe that it actually worked. But, you know, I actually learned the trick from a plumber friend of mine who actually bought a Duraterm from the Duraterm guy down in Florida, and he got that trick from him, and he gave it to me, and, you know, all the world's happy. So I don't come up with the stuff on my own. I try to learn something new every day. So this video is getting long already. Talk to you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later.